Breaking news for every Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA recipient watching this video right now. If you're counting on your monthly benefit to pay rent, buy groceries, or cover your medications, you need to hear this. The 2026 cost of living adjustment has just been announced, and it's going to change your monthly payment starting in just a few weeks. This affects over 72 million Americans, and if you don't understand what's coming, you could be caught completely off guard when your January payment hits your account. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could be the difference between financial stress and financial peace of mind in 2026. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, this channel exists for one reason: to help Social Security recipients, SSI beneficiaries, SSDI recipients, and veterans stay informed, stay protected, and stay ahead of changes that affect your income. We don't use complicated jargon. We don't waste your time. We give you the facts clearly and honestly so you can make confident decisions about your benefits. And today, we're breaking down the 2026 COLA increase, what it is, how much you'll actually get, when the new payment amounts start, and most importantly, what you need to do right now to prepare. Because here's the truth: a lot of people are celebrating this increase without realizing it might not go as far as they think. Inflation is still high, costs are still rising, and this adjustment, while helpful, comes with some important details you can't afford to miss. So before we dive in, do me a favor: hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel is your protection, your safety net, your early warning system for every change that could affect your monthly income. Let's get into it. What is the 2026 COLA? Let's start with the basics. COLA stands for Cost of Living Adjustment. Every year, the Social Security Administration reviews inflation data to determine whether benefits need to increase to keep up with the rising cost of living. This adjustment is based on something called the CPIW, which is the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. Now, I know that sounds technical, but here's what it means in plain English. The government looks at how much things like food, housing, gas, and health care have gone up in price over the past year. Then they calculate a percentage increase to apply to Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. For 2026, the COLA has been set at 2.5%. That's lower than the 3.2% increase we saw in 2025, and it's much lower than the 8.7% increase in 2023, which was one of the largest in decades. So while 2.5% is something, it's not as large as many recipients were hoping for. How much will you actually get? Now let's talk real numbers, because percentages don't pay bills. Here's what the 2.5% COLA means for different benefit types. For Social Security retirement benefits, the average monthly benefit in 2025 was about $1,927. With a 2.5% increase, that goes up to approximately $1,975 per month in 2026. That's an increase of about $48 per month, or roughly $576 per year. For SSI recipients, the maximum federal SSI payment in 2025 was $943 for an individual, with a 2.5% increase that rises to approximately $967 per month in 2026. That's an increase of about $24 per month. For couples receiving SSI, the maximum payment goes from $1,415 to around $1,450. For SSDI recipients, the average SSDI payment in 2025 was about $1,542. With the 2.5% COLA, that increases to approximately $1,581 per month in 2026. That's an increase of about $39 per month. For veterans, VA benefits, VA disability compensation also receives the COLA adjustment. A veteran with a 100% disability rating was receiving about $3,737 per month in 2025. With the 2.5% increase, that goes up to approximately $3,830 per month in 2026. That's an increase of about $93 per month. Now, these are averages and maximums. Your actual increase will depend on your current benefit amount, but the percentage stays the same, 2.5%. When does the new amount start? This is where timing gets really important. The new COLA takes effect in January 2026, but here's what you need to understand about payment dates. For Social Security and SSDI recipients, your January payment will arrive based on your birth date and payment schedule. If you were born between the 1st and 10th of the month, your payment comes on the second Wednesday of January. If you were born between the 11th and 20th, your payment comes on the 3rd Wednesday. If you were born between the 21st and 31st, your payment comes on the 4th Wednesday. For SSI recipients, SSI payments are always issued on the 1st of the month. But here's the twist. If the first falls on a weekend or holiday, the payment comes early. In January 2026, the first is a Thursday, so SSI recipients will receive their payment on January 1st, and that payment will include the new 2.5% COLA increase. For VA recipients, VA benefits are typically paid on the first business day of each month, so veterans should see their increased payment on January 1st, 2026 as well. Why is the COLA lower this year? Now, I know some of you are asking, why is the increase only 2.5% when everything still feels so expensive? That's a fair question. The reason is that inflation has slowed down compared to 2022 and 2023. Back then, inflation was hitting 8% and 9% annually, which is why the COLA was so high. But in 2024 and into 2025, inflation cooled to around 2% to 3% on average. So the Social Security Administration calculated a smaller COLA based on that data. But here's the problem. Even though inflation has slowed, prices haven't come back down. Groceries are still expensive. Rent is still high. Utilities, medications, and insurance premiums are still rising. So while the COLA helps, it might not feel like enough to cover the real-world costs you're facing. The Medicare premium factor. And here's another critical detail that affects Social Security recipients. Medicare Part B premiums. Every year, most Social Security recipients have their Medicare Part B premium automatically deducted from their monthly check. In 2025, the standard Part B premium was $174.70 per month. For 2026, that premium is expected to rise. While the exact amount hasn't been finalized yet, estimates suggest it could go up by $10 to $15 per month. So if your COLA increase is $48, but your Medicare premium goes up by $12, your actual take-home increase is only about $36. That's the reality many retirees face every year. The COLA gives with one hand and Medicare takes with the other. How this impacts different recipients. Let's talk about how this plays out for different groups. For seniors on Social Security, if you're living on a fixed income, every dollar matters. A $48 monthly increase might cover a week's worth of groceries, but it won't dramatically change your financial situation. The key is to budget carefully and plan for rising costs in other areas like healthcare, housing, and utilities. For SSI recipients are often living at or below the poverty line. A $24 monthly increase is helpful, but it's not life-changing. If you're receiving SSI, it's especially important to stay aware of income limits and resource limits, which can affect your eligibility. The income limit for SSI in 2026 may also increase slightly, so keep an eye on that. For SSDI recipients, Social Security disability insurance recipients often face unique challenges because they're managing disabilities while trying to survive on limited income. A $39 monthly increase helps, but it's crucial to understand that SSDI is not just about the monthly payment. It's also about maintaining your Medicare coverage, qualifying for other assistance programs, and planning for long-term financial stability. For veterans receiving VA disability compensation are in a slightly better position because their benefits tend to be higher on average. A $93 monthly increase for a 100% disabled veteran is significant. But veterans should also be aware that state and local programs, tax exemptions, and additional VA benefits may be available to help stretch that income further. Real-world example. Let me give you a real-world example to make this hit home. Let's say you're a 70-year-old retiree named Barbara. You receive $1,900 per month in Social Security. You have Medicare Part B automatically deducted, which is $174.70. So your take-home is $1,725.30 per month. With the 2.5% COLA, your benefit goes up to $1,948 per month. But your Medicare premium also goes up to, let's say, $185 per month. So your new take-home is $1,763 per month. That's an increase of about $37.70. Now, Barbara's rent just went up by $50. Her grocery bill has increased by $30 per month because of food prices. And her utility bill went up by $20 because of winter heating costs. So even with the COLA, Barbara is actually behind by about $62 per month compared to last year. That's the reality for millions of Americans. The COLA is designed to help, but it doesn't always keep up with the real cost of living. So here's what you need to do right now to prepare for 2026. Step 1, review your budget. Sit down with your current monthly expenses. Write down everything: rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, medications, insurance, transportation, and any other regular costs. Now add 2.5% to your income. Does that increase cover your rising expenses? If not, you need to find areas to cut or look for additional assistance programs. Step 2, check your Medicare costs. If you're on Medicare, watch for the official announcement of the 2026 Part B premium. Make sure you know exactly how much will be deducted from your Social Security check. If the premium increase eats up most of your COLA, consider whether you qualify for Medicare savings programs that can help cover those costs. Step 3, plan for SSI recipients. If you're on SSI, remember that the income and resource limits may change in 2026. Stay informed about these limits so you don't accidentally lose eligibility. Also, if you're receiving both SSI and Social Security, understand how the payments interact and when they'll arrive. Step 4, veterans. Check your VA benefits. If you're a veteran, make sure your disability rating is up to date. If your condition has worsened, you may be eligible for an increased rating, which could mean a larger monthly payment. Also, check with your local VA office about additional benefits like aid and attendance, which can provide extra financial support. Step 5, build a small emergency fund. I know this is easier said than done when you're on a fixed income, but even $10 or $20 per month can add up over time. Having a small cushion can protect you from unexpected expenses like medical bills, home repairs, or other emergencies. Step 6, stay informed. This is where this channel comes in. We'll keep you updated on every change, every payment date, and every new program that could help you. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss critical information. Here's the bottom line: knowledge is power. And when it comes to your Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, staying informed is the best way to protect your financial future. That 2.5% COLA is coming in January 2026. It's not huge, but it's something, and with the right planning, you can make the most of it. But you can't plan if you don't know what's happening. That's why this channel exists. We break down every update, every change, and every detail that affects your benefits so you can stay one step ahead. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It tells YouTube to show this information to more people who need it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. This channel is your safety net, your early warning system, your trusted source for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA updates. Don't let 2026 catch you off guard. Subscribe right now, and let's navigate this together. All right, let's wrap this up with the key takeaway. In 2026, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits are increasing by 2.5%. For most people, that's between $24 and $93 per month, depending on your benefit type. The new amounts start in January 2026, but remember, Medicare premiums are also going up, which means your actual take-home increase might be smaller than you expect. So review your budget, plan ahead, and stay informed. You've worked hard for these benefits, you've earned them, and you deserve to understand exactly how they work and how they're changing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next update. And remember, you're not alone in this. We're here to help you every step of the way. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.